everybody. I'm just giving a few more seconds, maybe a minute, for people to hop on and join us for this live general session. If you are joining us for this info session because you are interested in a job with Framatome, go ahead and pop in the comments where you're from. Tell us what county you're from. Well, I'm going to go ahead and at least get started welcoming you here. My name is Jessica Berry, and I am our EKY Talent Network Program Manager here at SOAR. And we are so excited to host this event in October with our partners in the nuclear industry, Framatome from Lynchburg, Virginia. And I'm excited to talk to you about that info session today. I'm excited to talk to you about that hiring event today in our info session, and hopefully answer any trivial questions that you might have or things you're pondering on, and get you as excited as we are about this opportunity for Eastern Kentucky. Within our talent network, we like to pride ourselves on being the talent pool for Eastern Kentucky to join so that you can find meaningful employment, a career that creates purpose and create sustainable wages so that your family here in Kentucky can thrive and continue to grow and prosper, just much like a lot of other industries are growing. We see that the nuclear industry is just growing leaps and bounds, and so I'm excited to tell you about this opportunity today. It looks like we've got a lot from Pike County, which is where I'm from, so yay, got some neighbors here. We've got Laurel County, Jackson County, Letcher County. I don't want to forget anybody. So I'm excited that you're on. I'm sure we'll have people hopping on and off here and there. And if you can hear background noise, I'm sorry, we're in the office and we've had a lot of visitors today. It's been a great day here at SOAR and Pike. So first of all, let me give you a brief background about Framatome. It is a company that was based out of France. It is a global nuclear company. They are a leader in the industry right now. They have different reactors and plants set up all across the United States, and it is such a great opportunity that they wanted to take advantage of the workers that we have here in Eastern Kentucky who have lots of skills and transferable skills, from working in the coal mines to just all kinds of things that are going to benefit you in this particular sector of the workforce. So let me jump into why did they choose our region. Well, they want to invest in the Appalachian talent. We had a hiring event back in June, and it was just a preliminary kind of an experiment to see what would happen, and it became a huge success. And I got to go with the gentlemen that were hired to Framatome in Lynchburg, Virginia, and I was able to be there with them through training, and it was incredible. Just the facility itself where they get to train. It was just an opportunity that I was blessed to get to go on and watch them be able to take classes, to go back into the mock-up where they have a tank, where they put in the reactor and test machinery out and watch the robots do their thing. And it was really cool from someone who is not well versed in nuclear energy. It was just a great experience. So I can't say enough good things about Framatome. And they really were impressed with the caliber of candidates that we presented. And so I just want to really emphasize that with Framatome, you're not only getting into an industry that is globally known, but you're also getting into a company that is stable. They have workers who have worked there for 15 plus years. They take care of their people, and they are future focused. So let's talk about the different jobs. They're going to be bringing 3 different sectors from Framatome. They have IBN, IBO, and IBR, and those all stand for different nuclear-based parts of the refurbishing process. When they send this part of the company in, it is because they are being sent to planned outages, which happen twice a year. They shut the nuclear plants down. They send these guys in at different times, and they are pretty much getting the plant cleaned up, refurbished, checking the machinery, making sure all of the maintenance is done, so that when they do get the plant back up and running, it is working properly. And they are very much about policies and procedures, and so they make sure that all of their people that go in are very well trained. Even before you go, you will be trained on site, and that is a paid training. So the different jobs that you would be hiring for are the field service representative, the manufacturing technician, and an NDE technician. And we have those job descriptions that I'll put in the comments. I want to see if I can pop them in there now. Let's see. Oh, no, that didn't work. Get that out of there, but I'll go ahead and just talk to you about it. I'd rather you be able to see it, but I'll go ahead and just verbally explain it to you. So the field service representative, more your hands-on mechanical work. They're going to be exposed to nuclear environment, so you must wear your PPE, but they will provide all the safety training that is necessary. The manufacturing technician, it's an in-plant assembly worker or a production worker, someone who has strong attention to detail, is a reliable worker, will show up early, stay late, make sure the job is done properly. And then the NDE technician is going to be doing your inspection and your testing roles. That does require a technical certification. If you have one, it's preferred, but they will certify you on site. So that's really cool. And we had a couple of our guys that onboarded in August, and they actually did go through that training and are continuing to go through that training program. Let's see. I've had a lot of questions about wages. They will pay anywhere from $25 to $35. That's dependent on, and that's per hour, that's dependent on your experience that you bring to the table and also how well you do in the interview. I talked to a guy earlier and told him that one of the best interviews that happened was somebody who did not have any trade certification or a college diploma. It was somebody who came in and talked about his experience in the coal mines, and they were so impressed with him. He was actually one of the highest paid workers that was hired on site. And so I really stress that professionalism in those interviews, but just your genuine work ethic. If you can get that to shine through, that's what's going to set you above the others. I know I've said this, but I want to keep reiterating. The experience will come as you grow with this company. They want to bring people in who are mechanically minded, who just have that desire to work with their hands, someone that just has great work ethic. They will train you, they will pay you while they train you. So it's just the best of both worlds. It's a solid career path, and we just want to make sure that at SOAR, the reason we're involved is because we want to help you have this opportunity. So that's why we're hosting it in Eastern Kentucky. And let's talk about those details. The hiring event will take place in 2 different locations this time. On October 27th and 28th, we will be at the Hazard Community and Technical College. We will be on the 2nd floor. When you come up there, you'll see our SOAR table, and we'll get you where you need to go. At that point, you will have a scheduled interview. You will either have talked to myself or our Client Services Coordinator, Braden Black. And so you'll know who you're looking for. So that will be on October 27th and 28th in Hazard at the Community and Technical College on the 2nd floor. The next event, or the next location, is in Corbin, and that's going to be at Whitaker Bank at our SOAR location, which is also on the 2nd floor, and we'll send you the address to that, but that's the 29th and the 30th. And so we're so excited that the people that we've talked to already that we're scheduling interviews with are just eager to come and talk to these ladies and these gentlemen. I keep in contact with Darren, one of the managers at Framatome, quite frequently, and they're so excited to come to Eastern Kentucky. They absolutely loved the talent that they saw here last time, which was just a few short months ago, it seems like. And so they can't wait to actually see what this is going to entail, with having a little more background, and we're both kind of vetted on either side of the situation. And so I just urge you that if you have any questions, feel free to pop them into the comments. I've got some people helping me on the outlying sides of it, but we just wanted to give you an opportunity to hear about where this is at, why we're putting this on, and how important this opportunity is. I will tell you that when you walk into this hiring event, you may interview with one group, but because there are other sectors there, they may say, hey, you're really a better fit for this side of the company. And so you could actually pop over and talk to a completely different set of individuals. So it's really vital that you keep an open mind and you show up with just your best foot forward. These guys are super genuine, and they want to find out about you. They're not looking to see, who's got the most qualifications, even though that's always an added benefit. But they're wanting to see the type person, the caliber that you are. I know that if you have already filled out a form, great. You know that there are questions in there that we have to ask, because with nuclear industry, you do need quite the stringent clearance. So if you're not able to pass a background check or a drug screen, and you're not willing to travel to these outages, which can be considered extensive, then this may not be the opportunity for you. However, if there is a barrier and you'd like to discuss that personally, please call our SOAR office, and I'd be glad to talk with you through that, or Braden, who's in office as well. Let's see. If you would please bring at least one copy of your resume with you to these hiring events. It just makes it really easier for these companies, because there will be different sectors there that if they need to view your resume on file, I will have all the resumes for the scheduled interviews. But in case something were to happen, it's just always good to have an extra one. It's just best practices. So bring your resume with you. There's no need to wear a suit and tie. This isn't that type of interview, but I would recommend a colored shirt, or nice pants. Come in something that you feel professional and confident in. I just had a question pop through. It said, would this be a relocation job? No, actually, you do not have to relocate to be closer to the plant. That could be something you could discuss with them as in future reference. But as far as the outages that they're hiring for, no. You would just be required to travel to Lynchburg to train for 2 to 3 weeks, and then from there, depending on when they deploy for outages, that is when you would travel to the site. For instance, they have one in St. Lucie, Florida. And so they would pay you to actually fly out there, or they would pay for a rental car for you to drive out there, and your per diem would start, and then when you're done with the job, you come home. Now that may sound to some of you like, wow, that doesn't seem like a lot of money if we're only doing that twice a year. They give opportunities for those that show strong work ethic to be able to work throughout the year. They have a place called Mount Sur that's located in Lynchburg as well, down the road from their headquarters, and they will also give you an opportunity if you'd like to stay on site to get more hours in. So it's just questions that you would want to ask them if that's something you're interested in. I would also say that there is a form for those of you that have not filled it out yet. We're going to drop that in the comments, and we'll pin that so that it will stay with our recording later. Please make sure you fill that form out. It's going to ask for some information. That is just because on this side, we're trying to vet as well as we can so that the quality of clientele is just as tailored to these positions as possible. So, and I can't tell you how exciting it is to talk to so many people that are as excited about this opportunity as we are. These high-paying jobs that do not require degrees or long experience are such um, pivotal roles for our Eastern Kentuckians. And those of you that have maybe been laid off lately, or maybe you've just been searching for something different, this is something that I would take to heart. I would really think on it and make sure you don't miss out. So I would love to visit with you in person. If you have any questions, you can call our store office. You can email us. I'll put that in the comments, my personal email, that you can send me questions. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm missing. We just don't want you to miss this opportunity. So don't let anything hold you back. If you've got a barrier, let's work through it and let's get you hired and get you working through this ever-growing source of workforce. And I am trying to think if there's anything I'm missing, guys. I'll be honest with y'all. I have never in my life done a Facebook Live for nuclear industry. So if I can do this, surely you can show up to these interviews and put your best foot forward. We are so thankful that you joined us today. Share the word. Let your friends and your family know that are looking for jobs and are looking to further their life and career in Eastern Kentucky with this new growing industry. I'm trying to see if my people are telling me I need to say anything else, because I don't want to waste your time, but I also want to make sure I'm answering all your questions. I did discuss pay. Adam, I saw that it's between $25 and $35 per hour plus per diem. And per diem and your pay starts on the day that you travel to location. It is like a full-time hiring thing, except that you work you're promised 2 outages a year that you'll work, and the pay that you'll get will compensate for a year, but there are work opportunities with Framatome throughout the year that may not be scheduled outages, but yes, there are opportunities for that. The training is paid for. Your per diem starts the day they ask you to travel to site. And for those of you that will be onboarding, most likely I'll be getting to travel with you to Lynchburg and get you set up with that training. And let me also talk about System 1. System 1 is our subcontracting company. I won't go into full detail about that, but they do use System 1, and I got word today that they will be on site with us at the hiring event in Hazard. So I'm really excited about the opportunity to get some of those details lined out before even some of you step out the door. I'm hoping some of you will even have offers before you leave those interviews. So we'll see what happens, but I'm just super excited to get the connections made and for our Eastern Kentuckians to shine bright like you always do. I'm going to give a chance for just a few more questions. Oh, international travel, great question. They do have international travel available. None of the guys that onboarded last time have had any of that yet. It's highly unlikely. Usually there's some tenure involved with sending anyone over internationally. I would think only it would be within the states. So some of the outage sites include Kansas, Florida, Northern Virginia, Michigan, California, South Carolina. Those are the ones that I know of right off the top of my head. Oh yes, an electrical degree always helps with these positions. So anything like that, put that on your resume. Make sure that you are highlighting all of your skills. If you do not have a resume on file with us, please get that to me as quickly as possible. A lot of you have been contacted by our applicant support liaisons. They are here to help with that. They have resources they can send you to. Even if you're questioning, like, I haven't updated my resume in a while and I'm really not sure what format, reach out to me and let me know that, and I will get you to the resources that you need. Per diem is around, it's fluctuated, but I would say around 170, 180 a day. Natasha, you'll go to the training facility in Lynchburg, Virginia. And am trying to see if anybody else has any questions. I know we're going to drop that link of the form that includes all of the details of the hiring event. And we will also be coming to these hiring events with our applicant support liaisons there. I wanted to mention that just to walk through interview questions or do any prep before you actually go into the interview if any of you are going to be interested in that. Jeremy had a question. Will System 1 be coming to Corbin as well? Unfortunately, they had a schedule conflict and will not be able to come to Corbin, but with them being in Hazard with us first, we'll be able to follow suit with what they were doing in Hazard and bring that to Corbin, but they won't be physically there. How long would it take to find out after the interview? You know, that's a great question, Skylar, about finding out after the interview. I can honestly tell you, usually we knew by the end of the day with the last round, but with having new sectors there, I would hate to go off on a limb and say that, but I would assume you could possibly know by the next day. Any more questions? So just want to remind everybody that this hiring event is for scheduled interviews. But if you have people that you feel are great candidates for this position, please share the link to the form and let them know about the hiring event, let them know about the dates, and we will contact them once that form comes through our system. We are really efficient on that side of it and are eager to make sure that we get everybody the notifications that they need in time. Also, please make sure that you are checking your emails after we have talked to you about scheduling the interviews, because we will be sending those emails out. We will also be doing another live. I'm not sure if we'll do Facebook Live. It kind of depends on how this one went. But we will be doing a Zoom where we're going to go over some interview questions the closer it gets to the interview. And we will be discussing just interview etiquette and some things to prepare for. I've gone over a small, minute part of that, but I just wanted to give a brief shout out to the possibility of that. That will happen in a few weeks, closer to the event, and when we have more candidates in the pipeline that will be interviewed. Let's see. All right. I think we're good, so I am going to hop off of here, but continue sending me questions, and I'll put my email in this link, and we will hopefully be in contact soon. Thank you for joining us today. We here at SOAR are so excited to meet you in person at the hiring event, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday.